Markets. So when we talk about markets, basically we're talking about where there's interaction between consumers and suppliers, or producers and consumers or customers. So let's see what they say here. The interaction of demand and supply. So in any market, the price is set where the wishes of the consumers are matched exactly with those of producers. So the price is this price called the equilibrium price. So in the market, price is being set. Without price, we can't even buy. So one of the function of money is to serve as a medium of exchange, right? And to serve as a value of, to give value to products. So those value are being given to the product in relation to what we call price. So because there's a price, I can go to the market and buy. So I know this is the price I have to pay for, in as much as I need that product. So there's going to be price set in the market, and this price being set has to be agreed upon by both consumers and suppliers.
Yes.
So that price that both consumers and suppliers have agreed to buy and to sell is called the equilibrium price. So we call equilibrium price the price of agreement between quantity demanded and quantity supplied. I think the point is clear there.
Yes.
So they gave us to a graph, and the equilibrium price is also known, the next paragraph now. The equilibrium price is also known as the market clearing price. This is because the amount supplied in the market is completely bought up by consumers. There are no buyers left without goods, and there are no sellers left with unsold stocks. The market is clear. So what they are saying is this: the equilibrium price is also called the market clearing price. Why do we call it the market clearing price? We call it the market clearing price because it means all goods that were in that market were sold, and all customers that came to that market ensured that they bought all the goods that were available in the market. So the market is cleared. So we call it the market clearing price. Any question about that?
No.
So we have total revenue or total expenditure at equilibrium price. So for total revenue, so based on this graph, I think they used it. Okay, it's a case study. We just go down, please. For total revenue, they say total revenue is the amount of money generated from the sales of output. It is calculated by multiplying price and quantity. So we call it total revenue because that's the value of the amount, so the value of the product that has been, the value of the volume of product that is sold. The value of the volume of products sold. That is equilibrium, or that is total revenue. Do you get the point?
The value of
the volume of goods sold. Volume is the quantity sold. The value is the price.
Yes.
So price multiplied by quantity sold gives us total revenue.
Yes.
Is it clear?
Yes.
Any question about that? So we go on to changes in demand. If demand increases, price will rise. This is because producers react to rising consumer demand by putting up their prices. They can do this because customers want the product in higher numbers. An increase in demand for a product is shown by a shift in the demand curve to the right from D to D1. This changes the equilibrium price because supply and demand are now equal at a different point. The price is forced up from P to P1, and the amount sold in the market has gone up from Q to Q1. So for changes in demand might be as a result of changes in price. But if it is about changes in price, it will lead to movement along the demand curve.
Yes.
But what they're letting us to understand is that an increase in demand for a product. So here, it's about the demand for the product that has led to an increase in the price. Not price is just increasing. Price does not just only increase, it increases as a signal from the market. So there's a signal from the market, which means there's more demand in the market for certain goods and services. So if demand increases in the market, definitely it will reflect on the price of that product. So an increase in demand from D to D1 will increase the quantity sold in the market from Q to Q1 and increases the price from P to Q1. Is it clear?
Yes.
So that is shift along the demand curve. Any question about that?
No.
That is changes in demand. So they said if demand were to fall, the opposite would happen. This is because producers are forced to lower their prices. Otherwise, they would be left with too much unsold stock. They are forced to do this because customers are wanting much less of the product. The demand curve would shift to the left from D to D2, and the price would fall from P to P2. The amount traded in the market would fall from Q to Q2. So for changes in demand, so before I go into a falling reduction in the quantity demanded in the market, so as soon as there's an increase in price of the product, there will be high equilibrium price. The equilibrium price will increase from P to P1. So that is, do you understand what I'm saying?
Yes.
An increase in the quantity demanded of a product will increase the equilibrium price. So a fall in the quantity demanded in the product would reduce the quantity sold in the market from Q to Q2.
Yes.
And as a result of that, the price will fall from P1 to P2. Do you get it?
Yes.
So that would shift, that would reduce the equilibrium price. Any question about changes in demand, total revenue? I think it's clear, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So we have changes in supply. A change in supply will also affect equilibrium price. For example, if supply increases, the price will fall. An increase in supply for the product is shown by a shift in the supply curve to the right from S to S1. The changes in equilibrium price because supply and demand are now equal at different points. The prices falls down from P to P1, and the amount sold in the market has gone up from Q to Q1. So if there's an increase in price, if there's an increase in they said if supply increases, the price will fall. If there's an increase in the quantity supplied in the market, this will bring down the price of the product because it represents surplus in the market. And surplus, what does surplus mean? Surplus means the supply curve will shift leftward from S to S1. So as soon as the supply curve shift leftward from S to S1, the price will fall from P1 to P. From P to P1, sorry. Do you get the point we're making here?
Yes.
So if this happens, the quantity sold on the market will also go up from Q to Q1. Do you get it?
Yes.
The quantity has increased. The quantity has increased. They said the changes in equilibrium price of supply and demand are not okay. The prices fall down from P to P1. So the price will fall from P to P1. The quantity supplied will increase. It's already increasing from Q to Q1, which means the supply curve will shift leftward from S to S22. Do you get it or not? From S to S1. Yeah. So if there's a fall in the supply curve, if there's a fall in the quantity demanded in the market, the price will increase again from P to P2, while the quantity supply in the market will increase from S to S1.
What's the S2? If the supply
A fall, if it falls,
what's
we are
S2?
no, they said the supply curve will shift to the left from S to that's
S2.
if supply were to fall, the opposite will happen. So supply curve will shift from S to S2, the price will fall from P to P2, and the quantity supply in the market will reduce from Q to Q2. This brings about a fall in the supply curve.
Okay.
Do you get it now? Mm-hmm. So changes in demand and supply together. It is possible for both demand and supply to change at the same time in a market. For example, demand might increase and supply decrease at the same time. This is shown in figure 6. We'll check the figure anyway. But here, basically, what they are trying to let us know is that demand can increase at the same time supply reducing. So that will change the equilibrium. So here they said an increase, okay, now an example, an increase in demand is represented by a shift to the right from D to D1. A decrease in supply is represented by a shift to the left from S to S1. The new equilibrium price will be at P1. There's a fall, look at the graph here. There's an increase in the quantity demanded from D to D1. There's a fall in the quantity, there's an increase in the quantity demanded based on this graph.
Yes.
There's an increase in the quantity demanded from D to D1, but there's a fall in the quantity supply in the market from S to S1. So this will increase the equilibrium price from P to P1 from P to P1.
And increase the quantity. Yes.
Do you get it?
Yes.
There's an increase in the quantity demanded, but there's a fall in the supply of such products. That will bring an increase in the price of the product. Demand is increasing more than supply.
Demand is increasing.
Yeah, demand is increasing more than supply. So if demand is increasing more than supply, the price would rise.
Price increase and quantity is less.
Yeah, that's what it's representing. So there's a shortage in the market. A shortage in the market will bring about an increase in the price of the product.
Mm-hmm.
Is it clear? So that is changes in demand and supply. So when that means an increase in demand, a fall in supply will bring about an increase in price.
Yes.
Is it clear?
Yeah.
So disequilibrium in the market. When I talk about disequilibrium, I think let me just we'll go to disequilibrium. We'll go to disequilibrium in the market. If the price in a particular market is not set at the point where supply and demand are equal, there will be disequilibrium in the market. So disequilibrium means demand and supply are not equal. That means there is either excess demand or excess supply. So if the price, okay, that's all about it. So two situations might occur. What are the reasons why we have disequilibrium in the market? The first one is excess demand. That means if the price is set below the equilibrium price. So if the price is set below the equilibrium price, it will bring about excess demand. That means consumers, based on the law of demand, the higher the price, the lower the quantity demanded, and the lower the price, the lower the quantity demanded. So if the price is set below the equilibrium price, it gives consumers the incentive to buy more. So that would bring about demand more than supply, excess demand. I think it's clear.
Yeah.
Then the other one is excess supply. For excess supply, this means the price is charged, or the price charge is set above the equilibrium price. And remember the law of supply. The higher the price, the higher the quantity supply. So if the price increases, firms will be willing to produce more because it increases their revenue, which in turn increases their profit. So they always have the incentive to produce more. So when price increases in the market, or when price is set above the equilibrium price, it will bring about excess supply.
Yes.
Supply more than demand. That is equilibrium. So this situation can be solved. Though they didn't talk about solving the problem here, but let me just explain it to you. So for excess demand and excess supply, for this equilibrium, it can be solved, it can be resolved with price and quantity supply. So it can be resolved with price. If it is excess supply, it means there's more in the market. There's more demand or supply than demand in the market. Excess supply. Firms can reduce their supply in the market. That will bring about equilibrium price again. So quantity supply will come back to equilibrium. And if it is about excess demand, firms should increase the price. And when they increase the price, the quantity demanded would fall, coming back to equilibrium. So that is how to solve equilibrium. So the way equilibrium started, the way we have disequilibrium is the way we have to solve disequilibrium. Is it clear?
Yes.
Equilibrium comes as a result of excess supply or excess demand. So if you have to solve these two problems, you have to solve it with increasing price or reducing quantity supply in the market. Any question about the market? I think it's clear. So we have the exam practice immediately. The exam practice.